Ladies, gentlemen, guests, and friends, family of the class of 2025, my name is Gary Miller, and I have the distinct honor of serving as the principal here at Cloverleaf High School. It is with great pride and much excitement that I welcome you to this momentous occasion, the 65th commencement ceremony of Cloverleaf High School. Today is a celebration of culmination, a year of years of hard work, of growth and perseverance by all of our graduates. And as we gather to recognize and honor the incredible achievements of the class of 2025, we are reminded of the support, the dedication, and community spirit that has helped bring us to this proud moment. In the spirit of dignity and respect for all of our graduates and their families, we kindly ask that you observe a few guidelines in today's ceremony. We ask that you please stay behind the staff seating area if you come forward to take pictures. We respectfully ask that you hold your applause and refrain from cheering during the presentation portion of the ceremony to ensure that the graduates' names can all be heard clearly. And lastly, we ask that the aisles remain clear as our seniors make their entrance and exit. Now at this time, I invite you to please rise as we welcome and honor the graduating class of 2025 as they enter this ceremony. Recessional At this time, I would ask Logan Elbrook to come forward. Logan is the highest ranking Cloverleaf student at the Medina County Career Center and has been awarded the honor of leading us today. The pledge will be followed by the national anthem. Therefore, please remain standing after the pledge. At this time, would please, the male students, please remove your caps, and anyone in the audience, please remove your hats at this time. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I would ask that senior choir members Alyssa Bergman and Addison Leonard to please come forward. The music for today's ceremony will be performed by the members of the Cloverleaf High School Band and under the direction of Mr. Andrew Winter, and the Cloverleaf High School Choir in the direction of Mrs. Angela Leonard. At this time, once again, we ask you to please keep your hats off for the national anthem. Thank you, ladies. At this time, Addison Gretz, Student Council Vice President, will come to the stage to share an opening read.
Good afternoon and welcome, family, friends, staff, alumni, and the class of 2025. I am honored to speak to you all today as we celebrate our accomplishments over the last 4 years. Today, we stand on the edge of our future, but before we take that leap, let's take a step back and remember how far we have come. 4 years ago, most of us walked into high school nervous, curious, and wondering how we would ever find our way around. We've got lost in the hallways, had to find ourselves a table at lunch, and tried to figure out where we fit in. Though over time, we found our friends, we found where we fit, and Cloverleaf High School started to become a place that we could call home. When we take a look back, it's not just the big moments that stand out, like assemblies, championship games, or school plays and musicals. It's also the smaller ones, the laughter in the hallways, the friends that are always there, a shared sigh before a test, the inside jokes that somehow made Monday mornings bearable. These years weren't perfect, but they were ours. The struggles have made us tenacious, the friends made us whole, and the memories made it unforgettable. Through it all, we have had people on our side, our teachers, the mentors, the administration, the lunch ladies, the custodians, and more. They have pushed us, believed in us, and most importantly, have helped us reach our full potential. To them and to our families who have supported us every step of the way, thank you. We couldn't have made it to this moment without you. As we move on to what's next, college, jobs, the unknown, we may not know exactly what is ahead, but we do know that we are ready. Not because we know all of the answers, but because we have made it through everything that got us here. Graduation from high school is just one of the many wonderful moments that we get to experience as we start to look at our future. Embrace all of the chances that you are given from this very moment. Do the things you have always dreamed of doing. Meet new people, travel to new places, love as many as you can, and do everything you can to live life to the fullest. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. So let's create our future now and make our dreams tomorrow's reality. So congratulations to the class of 2025. May the future hold endless possibilities for all of us. We finally did it.
At this time, we will be, if you remain standing, we will be singing the Cloverleaf High School Alma Mater. And I've asked Addison Gretz, Addison Leonard, and Alyssa Bergman to please come to the stage for that. Thank you. You may be seated. In honor of the 64 graduating classes that have come before us and many students who have proudly earned their diplomas from Cloverleaf High School, we would like to take a moment to recognize our alumni. If you are a graduate of Cloverleaf High School, we invite you to please stand and be recognized briefly. Congratulations. Thank you for being here today and for your continuing to support of the Cloverleaf tradition. Your presence is powerful, a powerful reminder of the legacy our graduates are joining. I would like to take a moment to recognize the dignitaries on stage today. Dr. Darrell Cabellas, Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Jason Myers, Board President, Ms. Carrie Beyer, Board Vice President, Mrs. Jane Rich, Board Member, and Mr. Jim Curran, Board Member. Mr. Matt Burrell could not be with us today, but also one of our board members. Would also like to recognize in attendance today, here with us, Mr. Steve Chrisman, Superintendent from the Medina County Career Center. Thank you for being here with us today. We would also like to take a moment to recognize our many staff from here at Cloverleaf High School. We have staff members that are not only participating or have been assisting with graduation today or in the preparation of this, but we'd like to take a moment to recognize our high school staff. So if you are here today, would you please stand? Mr. Bart Randolph, Mr. Andrew Winter, Mrs. Angela Leonard, Mrs. Amy Samaro, Mrs. Pam Waltbaugh, Mr. Marty Ryan, Mrs. Julie Kruger, Mr. Bob Cruiser, Mrs. C.J. Conrad, Mrs. Jamie Honiger, Ms. Heidi Soriano, Mr. Garth Cooper, Mr. Justin Hoffman, Mrs. Gretchen Green, Mrs. Jessica Wershing, Mrs. Hope Cornett, Mrs. Deb Stein, Mrs. Kim Hawkins, And if I've inadvertently missed any of our CHS staff, if you please would stand. I would also like to ask if there are any Cloverleaf Elementary or middle school staff here to please stand. And if there's any former staff members in attendance today, would you please stand? Thank you for being here today. Would you please give them a round of applause? On behalf of the class of 2025, we'd like to thank you all for attending today's ceremony. And whether you are influential in impacting this year's graduates or graduates of the past, we would like to thank you for helping to mold and shape Cloverleaf students during their academic careers. We'd also like to send out a special thank you. As you can tell, preparing our new facility to host today's graduation ceremony is no small feat. It requires extensive planning, attention to detail, and a great deal of behind-the-scenes efforts. And I would like to take a moment to personally express my deepest gratitude to our district's custodial maintenance staff, whose hard work, dedication, and meticulous care have ensured that our space is not only functional, but truly welcoming for this special occasion today. If you please give them a round of applause. We'd also like to send a special thank you out to Morrell's Greenhouse and Warriors Greenhouse for the generous contributions of our beautiful plants and floral arrangements that have added such warmth and elegance to today's setting. And lastly, a group of ladies I'd like to send a thank you to Athena McAfee, Kim Hawkins, Casey Stevens, Jen Willis, and Jessica Wershing, who added a festive spirit to our stage and athletic lobby for today's event. So once again, thank you everyone who played a role in bringing this day to life. Your efforts and your support are deeply appreciated, and today would not have been possible without you. Would you please join me in thanking them again? Whether through direct interaction or behind-the-scenes leadership, our district's administrative team has played a meaningful role in shaping the journey of the class of 2025. At this time, I would like to take a moment to recognize and sincerely thank these dedicated individuals for their guidance, support, and unwavering commitment to our students and our school community. If you are present today, would you please stand? Mr. Adam Lewis, Director of Curriculum and Instruction, Mr. Jim Hudson, Treasurer, Mrs. Karen Humphrey, Human Resources and Assistant to the Treasurer, Mr. Craig Walkup, Athletic Director, Mrs. Nikki Stalter, Director of Student Services, Mr. Mike Rowe, Director of Maintenance and Grounds, Mr. Ron Gladden, our Community Information Coordinator, Mrs. Ania Nassif, Director of Food Service, Mr. John Ewart, our Director of Transportation, Mr. Josh Boggs, our Instructional Technology Specialist, Mrs. Mindy Newman, Literacy Coordinator, Mrs. Becky Williams, Gifted Coordinator, Mrs. Christina Yacko, our Principal of the Middle School, Mr. Dominic Wilson, Assistant Principal at the Middle School, Mrs. Karen Martin, Co-Principal, Cloverleaf Elementary School, and Mrs. Shannon Trexler, Co-Principal, Cloverleaf Elementary School. Would you please thank them with me? At this time, it's my pleasure to welcome to the podium Cloverleaf Board of Education President, Mr. Jason Myers, to welcome our honored guests.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Cloverleaf Board of Education, administrators, and staff, I welcome you to Cloverleaf High School's 65th commencement ceremony at your new Cloverleaf High School. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Today we gather here to honor the 2025 class for their pursuit of knowledge, personal growth, and the making of lifelong friendships. This is a day when we reflect upon the trials and triumphs that have shaped you, as well as the invaluable lessons you have learned. You stand at the start of a new chapter, ready to embark on the next phase of your lives. You carry within you the knowledge, skills, and experiences that will shape your future and contribute to the betterment of society. The world awaits your contributions, and it is up to you, the graduates of 2025, to seize the opportunities that lie ahead, to lead with integrity and purpose, and to make a positive impact on today's world. But let us not forget the tremendous support you have received throughout this journey, to the dedicated teachers and staff who have guided you, challenged you, and believed in you. We all owe them a debt of gratitude. Their tireless dedication has shaped you into the individuals you are today, and their impact will forever be etched in your hearts and minds. We must also express our deepest appreciation to your families and loved ones who have stood by your side by providing their love, encouragement, and understanding. Their many sacrifices and support have been the bedrock upon which your dreams have been built. For me personally, it's a very special day as my son Benjamin graduates as well. Let's all stare at him here for a second. Ben, your mom and I, along with your entire family who are here today, are very proud of you and look forward to your next adventures in life at Ohio State. In closing, I congratulate each one of you for reaching today's milestone. May the knowledge you have gained, the friendships you have made, and the values you hold dear guide you as you set forth to make your mark on the world. Congratulations, graduates of 2025. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Mr. Myers. And at this time, it's my pleasure to welcome to the podium Dr. Darrell Cabillas, Cloverleaf Superintendent of Schools, to share some remarks with the class of 2025.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and most importantly, the Cloverleaf class of 2025. My name is Darrell Cabillas, and it is my honor and privilege to address you today as your superintendent. Let's rewind for a moment, back to 2012, the year you all started kindergarten. Here's something I bet you didn't know. Just 2 months before you walked through our school doors for the very first time, Cloverleaf had to borrow $600,000 from the state just to make payroll. Our buildings, they were all aging, so much so that the combined age of the school serving our K through 12 students the year before you started was nearly 400 years. And at that time, we told students in that graduating class, find your passion and you'll find a career for life. But that world is not the one you're graduating into. Today in 2025, you are a class of firsts. You are the first Cloverleaf class to graduate from our brand new high school. You were the first Cloverleaf kindergarten class to complete a full year at Cloverleaf Elementary School, and the first to complete your entire elementary school experience in that building. As such, you are the first Cloverleaf class to never attend one of our former community elementary schools in Seville, Westfield Center, or Lodi. Today, the combined age of all Cloverleaf school buildings is 14 years. That's a powerful reflection of how much this community believes in your future. Back in 2012, we prepared students for a destination. Today, we prepare you for a journey. In 2012, only 2.5% of Americans worked remotely. In 2020, that number skyrocketed to 42%. And in 2025, even with the shift back to the workplace, 30% of U.S. employees still work remotely at least part of the time. This isn't just a shift in location, it's a shift in mindset, a sign of a world that refuses to stand still. You're not stepping into a future of fixed jobs and predictable paths. You're stepping into a world where many of the careers you'll hold don't even exist yet. Do you think the class of 2012 had ever heard of a genomic data analyst, an immersive experience designer, a cybersecurity threat hunter, or even a professional drone operator? That's because none of these careers existed when that class graduated. In this new world, success won't come from locking in one passion or even one position. It will come from your ability to learn, to grow, to adapt, and to evolve. To understand just how fast things are changing, let's look at how quickly human knowledge grows. In 1945, the same year my kindergarten teacher started her teaching career, all human knowledge doubled every 25 years. By 2006 and 7, the year most of you were born, it doubled every 1 to 2 years. By 2012, your kindergarten year, knowledge doubled every 13 months. And today, in fields like artificial intelligence and biotechnology, human knowledge is doubling every 12 hours. It's almost impossible to wrap our minds around, so let me frame it to you this way. In 1945, knowledge grew like a tree, slow and steady, ring by ring. By 2006, it was a speeding train. In 2012, it became a rocket. And today, in 2025, it's not just one rocket, it's a swarm of rockets launching every half day, each carrying more information than entire generations once could. That is the pace of the world you're stepping into. That is why adaptability, your ability to adjust and thrive through change, is now more valuable than any skill you've ever learned in your Cloverleaf education. The good news, you've already proven you're built for this. You've lived through change that no other generation before you has experienced. You moved from classrooms to computer screens and back again. You navigated friendships, families, and futures through uncertainty and disruption. You watched the world shift around you. Instead of freezing, you flexed. Instead of breaking, you built. You didn't just survive, you adapted, you thrived. You grew in motion. And now, here you are. You're not just a graduating class, you're a turning point. You represent what's possible when a community believes in its young people. When a school district rebuilds, not just buildings, but its vision and values from the ground up. Cloverleaf isn't the district it was when you arrived. And that's not just because of newer walls or stronger finances. It's because of you. You are the reason we invest. You are the reason the ladies and gentlemen behind me on the Board of Education and the teachers behind you who love you so much work tirelessly and sometimes thanklessly to improve your educational experience. You are the proof that the future of the world we are living in is worth believing in. You are ready, not because you know exactly what comes next, but because you're ready to keep learning, no matter what comes next. So don't worry about having all the answers. Instead, stay curious, stay bold, stay flexible. Let the world see what happens when a generation raised in uncertainty chooses to lead with courage, creativity, and character. And remember this, no matter how fast knowledge grows, how much the world changes, or where your journey takes you, you will always and forever be a Cloverleaf Colt. Congratulations, Class of 2020.
At this time, we would like to invite seniors Gabrielle Izzo and senior Joe Armagina to give the senior farewell speeches. If you please come to the stage.
Good afternoon, Cloverleaf. Today, our class gathers here, united as one. We have smiled together at pep rallies and at football games. We have cheered together as we've watched members of our class succeed in athletics and in academics. We cried together in 7th grade as we were told that we would have to learn from home during COVID. Some with sad tears, others with happy tears. We even survived that pandemic together, learning from our couches, basements, and then eventually trailers in the band room. Some of us have been together our whole lives, while others have joined us along the way. Over the years, we've grown closer to some, and we've grown apart from others. After the ceremony, we will all go our separate ways. For some, that may be the workforce. For others, it could be college or trade school. Some will choose to join the armed forces to protect and serve our country. There is no right or wrong path, but there is a choice that you must make about how you want to live your life. Will you recognize and appreciate the good in the world around you while working to help others? Or will you just make the motions to just get through life? I encourage all of you to develop a personal mission, a set of values and goals that you can live by and incorporate into your daily life. Your personal mission could be to inspire others. It could be to be grateful. Or it could be to be compassionate and to listen to others. Now let's take a moment to pause while I ask you, what is your personal mission? I challenge you to take a moment today to reflect on this question. What legacy do you want to leave behind? How will you live by this mission? If you want to be grateful, take in the amazing things going on around you. Tell those who have had an impact on your life just how much they mean to you, and appreciate what you have. If you want to be kind, smile more. Compliment others. Check in on others, not only when they look down, but also when they seem to be doing well. If you want to be a leader, take action. Be the one to bring people together. Know when to lead and when to let others take the reins. As we conclude our journey today, I want to leave you with one last message. Life will be difficult at times. There will be times in all of our lives where we will fall down because we are stressed, nervous, or afraid. Don't give up. When you fall down, get back up, because the best victories in life come after the hardest battles. Thank you, Cloverleaf Class of 2025, for the laughs, the joy, and the memories. Let's be the positive change in the world, one mission at a time.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the class of 2025, thank you to the teachers, staff, friends, and family who made it possible for us to be here today. These diplomas were earned by us, but we owe it to you who gave us the resources to chase them. Thank you for believing in us and devoting your time to us. Our time at Cloverleaf High School wasn't just about our classes and the grades we got. It was also about having fun, participating in activities, beginning to discover who we are, and adjusting to the numerous changes over the years. In 4 years, we went from being little freshmen, dealing with mass and social distancing at the old school, with no idea what our future held, to standing in this beautiful new building in our caps and gowns with plans for what we desire to become. As our paths diverge, some of us are going on to further our education, some to protect this country, and others to enter the workforce. Some of us might be nervous about what our future holds, or just relieved high school is done. I remember before a big soccer game sitting on the bus feeling anxious. My good friend and teammate, Alejandro, who's a member of the graduating class today, was sitting next to me and asked, "Are you nervous?" Which I responded with, "Yeah." Then he smiled and said, "That's good." I was confused at first, and then he said to me what I'll never forget. He said, "It's good because it shows you care." I thought about it and I realized that he was right. Being nervous isn't bad, but rather it shows that you are motivated and truly want to accomplish something. Being nervous about what comes next in your life shows your passion and dedication to make a difference. Be grateful for this chance in your life to dictate what is next. Remember that not everyone gets the opportunity to do so. For my family and me, this day has an even deeper meaning to it. Most people don't know this, but I was named after my late uncle, Joseph Armagida. Almost 26 years ago, he would receive his diploma from his high school in Canton. Sadly, leukemia robbed him of this honor at only 16 years old. My diploma, which I will receive shortly, contains the same name written on it that would have been on his. My diploma not only symbolizes my hard work, but also represents what he deserved. The reason I bring this up is I hope to remind all of us here today that we are lucky to have the opportunity to be here today. Some people never get the chance. Life is a beautiful gift that is as special as you make it. Everyone's time here is limited, and no one knows how much sand is left in their hourglass of life. Whenever I ask my family about what my uncle was like, they tell me how nice of a kid he was, reminding me of the importance of kindness. As Michelle Obama put it, success isn't about how much money you make, it's about the difference you make in people's lives. To have an impact, you don't need to change the world. Start with being kind. It can turn someone's day around. As we look to the future, we can all decide what our impacts will be. We have all been fortunate to have people who have impacted our lives, and that is to this point. We need to remember them and reciprocate that on others. It is up to us if that is good or bad. I believe that we can make a positive difference. I believe no matter what our futures hold, our impact is significant. Make sure that if we look back at our impact someday, we would be proud of it. We will all face trials in our lives. It is not what those trials are, but how we respond to them. The Cloverleaf High School class of 2025 has the opportunity to pursue greatness. We get to turn the page and start a new chapter of our lives. Your story not only contains you, it contains your family, friends, and fellow graduates. The world needs us to create a meaningful contribution. While that could make you nervous, it serves more as a chance for us to showcase how great we can be and how much we care. Thank you.
Joe, Gabriella, thank you so much for that. At this time, we would like to recognize some of our highest achieving academic students. First, we'd like to start with a little background about one of our achieving students, Mr. Asa Stevens. The National Merit Scholarship Corporation recognizes and honors the academically talented students of the United States. The goals of the organization are to promote a wider and deeper respect for learning, to shine a spotlight on brilliant students and encourage their pursuit of academic excellence, to stimulate and increase support from individuals and organizations that wish to encourage the nation's top scholastic talent. Earlier this year, we received notification that one of our Cloverleaf senior students, Asa Stevens, received a letter of commendation from this organization. Asa, would you please stand at this time? Receiving this recognition and commendation puts Asa into a very select group of students across the country. And at this time, we definitely want to make sure that you understand how proud we are of you and to congratulate you and recognize you on this outstanding achievement. So congratulations once again. We'd also like to take a moment to recognize some of our other exceptional achieving students. The following students have met rigorous criteria established by the state of Ohio to earn an honors diploma or specialized honors diploma. These graduates have completed an intensive state-prescribed curriculum across additional requirements that reflect their dedication to academic excellence. The first group of students that will be recognizing are graduating cum laude, which means with honor in Latin, and are wearing white cords to signify this honor. This distinction is awarded to students who have maintained a weighted GPA between 3.5 and 3.99 while pursuing a rigorous academic program throughout their high school career. Please stand as I read your name to be recognized. Leah Archer, Isabella Bender, Hunter Brooks, Kylie Dell, Joseph Daly, Logan Ellbrook, Natalie Gasper, Kason Gosnell, Peyton Gregoire, Addison Gretz, Shane Halavity, Troy Lucky, Taylor Jordan, Bailey Josefchek, Hayden Call, Julia Kellogg, Sarah Kelly, Samantha Kirby, Jessica Lassiter, Cindy Lynn, Annalise Matheny, Andrew Nicholson, Lillian Otis, Ireland Pelka, Owen Price, Estelle Rash, Gwen Stallings, Margaret Tolley, Nora Velasquez, and Royce Zirkle. If you please congratulate these students. The next group of students that we will be recognizing are wearing light blue cords, and they will be they're graduating as magna cum laude, meaning with great honor. These students have earned this distinction by maintaining a weighted GPA of 4.0 to a 4.39 while completing a highly challenging academic curriculum. When I read your name, would you please stand to be recognized? Alyssa Bergman, Mallory Bohan, Zachary Bronson, Kirsten Campbell, Lydia Fike, Callie Gibson, Abigail Gray, Emma Hibler, Taylor Hines, Casey Enderbuell, Jordan Lettner, Presley McConnell, Benjamin Myers, Vanessa Pierce, Anthony Rivera, Bryson Salyer, Mackenzie Seaworth, Isabella Cioria, Riley Stout, Shannon Workman, and Dylan Whitman. Would you please congratulate these students? Finally, we recognize the students who are graduating summa cum laude wearing gold medals as a symbol of their exceptional academic performance. Summa cum laude translates with highest praise and is awarded to those who have maintained a weighted GPA of 4.4 or higher while undertaking the most rigorous coursework available at Cloverleaf High School. Will you please stand when I read your name? Joseph Armagida, Rowan Barzik, Brooklyn Cavey, Sage Foki, Gabriella Izzo, Nathan Malakowski, Vanessa Mahemius, Everett Parsons, Noah Percy, Asa Stevens, and Carter Whitehair. Will you please congratulate them? The academic accomplishments of these distinguished students reflect not only their intelligence, but their drive and also their resilience and determination and commitment to excellence. They have embraced the challenges of Cloverleaf's most demanding academic pathways and succeeded at the highest level. And again, we wish them all well. At this time, I'd ask Associate Principal Mr. Mark Randolph to come to the podium to recognize our military service.
our graduates today are young men and women who have chosen the path of service beyond themselves. Graduates who have committed to serving our country by enlisting in the United States Armed Forces. Their decision reflects courage, patriotism, and a deep sense of duty. These students have chosen to defend the freedoms we all enjoy, and for that, we are immensely proud and deeply grateful. As your name is called, please stand to be recognized for your commitment to service in the United States military. Carson Donahue, Navy. Eleanor Judson, Army. Cameron Newman, Army. Alejandro Boris, Army. And Braden Turk, Army. Please join me in offering. We thank you and best wishes to these future service members. Please now, your lovely family stands behind you, and we honor your decision to a cause greater than yourself. Thank you for your service and congratulations. We would also like to recognize any current active duty service members and veterans in our audience today. Would you please stand to be recognized? On behalf of the Cloverleaf local schools, we thank you for your service to our country.
Will the class of 2025 please rise? Dr. Kabilis, Mr. Myers, and members of the Board of Education, we are proud to present to you the graduating class of 2025. We certify that each student here has either met or will meet in the near future the graduation requirements established by the state of Ohio, Medina County, and the Cloverleaf Board of Education. It is the wish of the senior class that the friends and relatives hold their applause until all graduates have received their diplomas. At this time, we've asked our staff members, Mr. Marty Ryan, to come forward to start the reading, and board members, if you would please help us to dispense with the diplomas.
Logan Daniel Ellebrook. Addison Elizabeth Bretz. Joseph Patrick Armagida. Gabriella Anna Renee Izzo. Lydia Grace Fife. Jacob L. Anderson. Leah Nicole Archer. Cameron Renee Arnold. Paige Baker. Ronan Richard Garzik. Anastasia S. Bachman. Brenton M. Bear. Madeline Michelle Beers. Isabella Dorothy Amanda Bender. Alyssa Margaret Bergman. Kyler Gracie Blankenship. Skylar K. Boggs. Tristan T. Bobuki. Mallory Ann Bohan. Abigail Rose Broderick. Hunter Dean Brooks. Amberly Lynn Brown. Zachary Richard Brunson. Aiden Thomas Bradford Bundy. Kylie J. Burkhart. Dylan A. Bush. Kirsten McCall Campbell. Greta Canna Candelaria Carpenter. Brooklyn M. Cady. Ryan Thomas Cady. Joe S. Cesario. Ryan Chalky. Alexandra Christensen. Emmy Nicole Kaufman. Adriana Nicole Collins. Clay Garrett Combs. Bryce Donald Cooper. Ethan David Crocker. Alexis A. Delaney. Maeve E. Dell.
Let's go, Maeve!
Joseph Daly. Joshua Theo Diconer. Carson Lee Donahue. McNamara P. Dugan. Madison M. Evilsizer. Sage Alexandra Foki. Sarah Nicole Foley. Natalie Ann Gasper. Claire Jenkins. Callie Michaela Gibson. Madeline Grace Goldman. Kason Kyle Gossman. Abigail Marie Gray. Peyton J. Gregoire. Thomas Arthur Walton. Taylor L. Harbaugh. Natalie Lynn Herod. Emma Hibbler. Taylor Ray Hines. Shane Paul Halabati. Troy Dylan Lucky.
Jace Anthony Holman. Cole Hudson. Casey R. Indermule. Emma Gail Irwin. Maddox Ryan Fisher. Dakota Reed Jacobson. Chelsea Marie Johnson. Madeline B. Jones. Taylor Douglas Jordan. Bailey Michelle Lynn Josepchek. Eleanor Grace Judson. Sarah Elizabeth Kelly. Isabel Kirby. Samantha Rose Kirby. Adam Robert Corn. Tiberius Kovac. Derek Cole. Randy E. Krikora Jr. Mark Benjamin Earl Kratzer. Natalie Laney. Jessica Marie Lassiter.
Angel Marie Latka. Ava Grace Lear. Addison Lee Leonard. Jordan Michael Letner. Cindy J. Lynn. McKenna Hope Mackey. Nathan Robert Malakowski. Travis Samuel James Massey. Annalise Matheny. Presley Midori McConnell. Alyssa Marie McCracken. Ariana Athena McKenzie. Michaela Nicole McKenzie. Emerson Mankey. Lillian Isabella Mankey. Joshua Miller. Kiera Kimberly Miller. Vanessa A. Monhenius. Martin Francis Moran. Grace Catherine Moser. Benjamin Oliver Myers. Julia Hannah Nagy. Cameron Michael Newman. Andrew James Nicholson. Riley Rose Novick. Gavin A. Oates. Lillian E. Otis. Everett Joseph Parsons. Ireland Cherise Pelka. Noah R. Percy. Vanessa R. Pierce. Eric Pilot. Monica J. Polson. Alejandro Thomas Porras. Owen James Porter. Owen Thomas Price. Estelle Josephine Rash. Hunter Ian Levine Rayner. Nico L. Reed. Josephine Ava Blaine Rich. Lillian Anna Richardson. Caitlin Dawn Reardon. Anthony Jacob Rivera. Stephanie J. Roberts. Haley Ray Robertson. Bryson D. Sellier. Jameson Edward Jones Sattler. Mackenzie Rose Seward. Tyler A. Sens. Jasmine Alexis Shimko. Niraj Shivnarayan. Isabella G. Ciordia. Landon Southam. Owen Robert Sparks. Stephen W. Stelma Jr. Asa Stevens. Jeffrey P. Stewart. Riley Ann Stout. Carson Schweitzer. Caitlin Ray Tackett. Sabrina Tanner. Margaret L. Tully. Sophia Rose Tomasco. Ava Ty Trevino. Dawson Thomas Tryon. Braden Turk. Nora Ashling Velasquez. Haley A. Baloney. David William Volkner Jr., John C. Vocek, McKenna Wagaman, Daniel Wallace, Julian Andrew Watts, Isaac Theodore Webb, Zoe Alexis Weigel, Shannon Nevaeh Wortman, Carter M. Whitehair, Sam C. Whitney, Dylan Robert Whitman, Cameron Anthony Wyman, Amina Ann Zayed, Lauren Zelenka, Royce Lee Zirkle, will everyone here please kindly join me in congratulating the Cloverleaf High School.
Another round of applause. At this time, I would ask Senior Class President Lydia Fike to please come forward to lead the class of 2025, the Tassel ceremonies. At this time, also, I'd ask Dr. Cabillas to please come forward.
Will the Cloverleaf class of 2025 please rise? On behalf of the Cloverleaf local schools, I now confer the honor of high school graduation upon the Cloverleaf High School class of 2025. Please follow the lead of your class president in moving your tassel to signify this honor.
Students, you may be seated at this time. The high school staff and administration would like to give a special thanks to Lydia Fike, Senior Class President, Senior Class Officers, Student Council Officers, NHS Officers, and our student leadership team for all of your contributions throughout this past school year. And at this time, I call upon again Senior Class President Lydia Fike to provide closing thoughts for the class of 2025.
Writing this speech was way harder than I thought it would be. I had opened my laptop, stared at the screen, write a sentence, delete it, close the laptop, and repeat it for like weeks because nothing sounded right. Then about a week ago, yes, a week before I had to give this, I realized I needed to sit down and figure it out. So I did what any determined and focused student would do, and I got up to grab a snack. Then I wandered around the house pretending to think really hard, when I really just didn't want to deal with this speech. And then somewhere during all that avoiding, I had a realization. I've never been good at sitting still. Some people read quietly or use their class time to get their work done. Me, I was the one bouncing my leg, whispering jokes, and getting shushed in class, and somehow still running late even when I got there early. I joined so many clubs, teams, and programs, partly because I love people, and partly because if I didn't stay busy, I think I'd go insane. But looking back on everything, I realized that all the running around wasn't just me being chaotic. It was me trying to make the most out of every single moment. And I think that's what life is really about, living in the moment and saying yes. Saying yes to the things that excite us, saying yes even when we weren't totally sure, lost my spot, totally sure what we were getting into, and saying yes to last minute plans, early mornings, and late nights. We didn't get everything we pictured, no senior prank, no senior parking lot, no DC trip, and no Wi-Fi. But on top of all of that, we got a new school building our senior year. New walls, new halls, and a whole new layout to get lost in. Even though it felt unfamiliar at first, we made it ours. Because no matter where they put us, we still showed up. We still said yes, and we made it count. We filled our time with moments that mattered, and even when things didn't look the way we thought they would, we kept going. We stayed involved, we stayed loud, and we stayed connected. So here's what I hope to take with us beyond the tests, the group projects, and even the memories. Keep saying yes. Say yes to new challenges, the unexpected surprises, to things that scare you just a little bit, but excite you a lot. Say yes to the people that bring the best out in you. Say yes to living in the moment, even when the moment isn't perfect. And if you ever wonder what your legacy is, it's not your GPA or how many cords you have around your neck. It's how many people that felt included when they were around you. It's who you included, and it's who you showed up for. And if no one's told you this yet, you mattered here, and you will matter wherever you go next. I'm so proud to have been a part of this chapter with you all, and as we head into the chapters ahead, don't be a stranger. If you see me at the store, say hi. Call me if you need someone to talk to. It's not the end of our story, it's the end of our chapter. We've laughed, we've stressed, we've grown up together, and now we're heading out into something completely new. Wherever life takes you next, I hope you keep living fully and keep saying yes. Class of 2025, thank you for everything. I love you all, and I'll see you all around.
So class of 2025, today is one of those moments in life that lives in memory long after the caps have been tossed and the last photos taken. It's a moment of pride, of reflection, of joy, and yes, of change. So our seniors today, we celebrate you. You've worked hard, you've grown wiser, you've built friendships, you've overcome challenges, as Lydia outlined many of them, and defined who you are a little bit more each day. You've filled the hallways of the school with laughter, late nights, teamwork, and various triumphs. You've left marks in many ways. One of the most special marks, and Dr. Kabilis alluded to this earlier and others, is that you are the first class to graduate from this beautiful new high school. But now it's time to move on. And that brings me to the message that I want to share with you today, which is one last time, and it focuses on your class motto. The thing about new beginnings is that they require things to end. Endings can feel bittersweet for sure, but also, and after today, you will no longer walk through the halls of this school as students. You will no longer share lunch with your friends in the cafeteria. You will no longer laugh with someone in class who's been by your side since your freshman year or maybe even longer. But those endings are real, and it's okay to feel the weight of those endings. But what gives those moments power is that they're leading somewhere. They are closing chapters of the book that has already been prepared for your next story, the one that only you get to write. Whether you're heading to college, the workforce, the military, or another path entirely, you are stepping into a beginning, a new identity, a new set of questions to answer and goals to chase. You're not just leaving something behind, but you're stepping into something greater. So let the endings remind you of how far you've come, and let them fuel your courage for your journey ahead. To begin anew is a gift, not because it's easy, but because it's full of possibility. Because you get to decide who you will become, and you get to shape your future. You get to start again, but stronger, braver, and more ready than ever before. As your principal, I want you to know how deeply proud I am, not just of what you've accomplished, but who you've become. Over the past 4 years, I've had the privilege of watching you grow, not only as students, but as individuals discovering your values, your purpose, and your future goals. You are the first class that I've had the honor of serving from your very first day as a freshman to this unforgettable moment of graduation. The journey we've shared makes this class especially meaningful to me, and always will. I've seen your resilience, your kindness, and your strength, and your potential, and it is without a doubt your future is bright, and I strongly believe in that future. So as you go forward, embrace the endings for what they are, stepping stones to new beginnings. Carry the lessons of love and legacy for this place with you, but never be afraid to let go when it's time to grow. So class of 2025, congratulations once again, and your new beginnings start right now. As we wrap up our ceremony today, we would like to thank everyone for attending today's graduation. We ask that family and friends please remain seated for the recessional of the faculty and the class of 2025. The students, just for some information, the students will be exiting outside the building, outside of Gym C, and will be walking around to the front of the building. Guests may exit the gym from various locations. There's actually 2 out in the back of the gym that go directly outside that you may use to exit, or you may exit at the front as you came in. Please, we'd ask that you please meet your students outside the high school. The building will remain open to re-enter and to take pictures if you so choose. At this time, Mr. Randolph, will you please lead the graduates in our recessional?